Prophetic messages from the Lord for the 4th of May, 2018. And this is a compilation of prophetic messages from various of God's messengers, all consolidated into a format presented to you. Please take every word you hear before the Lord for confirmation. The Father says, "Many ask for just a cup of water, thinking this is an enormous portion and more than anyone deserves. I have said you will walk in greater miracles than even the apostles. But who will believe in such unlimited options? Do you dare to be marked for my name's sake? Will you cast down the idols of yesterday and come forth? Why not you? Don't look to your right or left to see if someone will come forward. Why not you? You already possess all that I require. A yielded person can accomplish more than an entire army. Do you believe yet? Many think this is too great of a risk. But what risk is there really in the hands of the Almighty King of Kings in charge of your days? How can you go wrong when you co-create with me? Many are called, but few are chosen. There will be days of rejection, but an endless amount of celebration at my table is yours forever. You had a beginning, but there is no end to your influence. Will you leave the 99 to go after the one? Walk in my heart, for my love will overflow in all of your ways. Be open and available for the transformation that only my glory can bring. My kingdom is on earth. I will show you how to drink from waters that never cease. Your potential in me is what will set the captives free and put the darkness on the run. Step up, for I am the one who makes a person qualified. I am wrapping my arms of love around you just to show you how important you are to me. Others may come to steal your joy, but your joy comes from me. I am your help in a very time of trouble. I will see you through the fog and unsettling ground. I will take you from glory to glory. Cast away all of the fear and doubt. Nothing is too big or small for my time and attention. You are going through a time of change, both internally and within your external world. What was familiar is making way for the unfamiliar. Many do not look forward to change, but I say this is the best news you can receive. I have promised to not leave you as you are, so we must keep moving on. As the scenery moves from one to the next, find your feet sure-footed. You will not stumble or get lost on some side trail. Adventure awaits the bold and courageous. Many will see this as trench warfare, but I assure you that there is a way, more power and authority that my people are walking in over the whole earth. What wasn't tapped into before will come easy in this hour. Pieces that didn't fall into place previously will now just fit and make sense. You are not alone. My spirit is establishing my decrees, and my word will not return void. My winds will take you through all of the adversary unscathed. Hold onto everything with a loose grip. What I place in your day may only be there for a short time. Many assignments are quick, but just as vital as the longer ones. See me working behind the scenes. I will move and shift you to what is needed around you. Take on only what I say is yours to accomplish. Focus on your own task and let my peace and rest find you at the end of your day. I am so proud of you. May is your month of unexpected favor and release over your life, over your circumstances, and what has kept you bound to release you completely. Even as the warfare intensifies, know that the battle was already won. By mid-month, you will see the tide turn, and what limited your progress to retreat. Nothing will stop what I designed for your days. Many do not even realize that deliverance is the key to their problem. Do not let your eyes grow dim or ears become deaf. Do not be lulled into a slumber thinking all is well. It is in your power to change. You are victorious, so stand against the enemy of your soul. Be aware of your surroundings. Dropping your guard will leave you vulnerable. I am coming to you with new strategies for future gain, as well as to avoid the snares of the enemy. You are walking into better days. Do you believe? What you believe you will see is what you will see. Your faith is what allows the manifestation. Cast aside the yesterdays of sorrow and disappointments. The regrets have no place in your now. I will make a way where there was no way. The natural eyes will fail you, but the spirit to my spirit will guide you to glory. To climb the mountain takes work, but at the summit you will be gifted with great wisdom and perspective. Time to start going beyond the average. This is your year of repayment for losses suffered. I do not want you to look back to see that things are now in balance and order. Instead, just keep running forward. Many get stuck in watching the past to see how and when I bring justice, but this does you no good service in reality. It merely keeps you bound to those who have trespassed against you. I have said to forgive, and in this hour, I am giving you a fresh understanding of how this pure forgiveness will look through the power of the cross. Human efforts will only get you so far, but I can take you beyond the wounds into a blessing that you never would have received any other way. Many will wag their finger in doubt and denial, but I say, I will do as I have promised for you. Lay it all at my altar and just watch and see if I do not come through for you on every issue. I saw what happened, and I am a father who keeps great records. You can remind me, but realize that I care for you more than just to let wrongs go unanswered. Wait for my timing, as there are factors that you may not be aware of. Today I am ripping the bad from your mind. If you will give it to me, what was attached to these grievances are coming out and never to be revisited again. Letting go is the only way to find true freedom from what seems to even plague you at times. Renounce your desire to let these matters enter your mind and hearts from this day forward. I have never failed you, and today will not be the day either. Take the word from one that will not lie or forsake you when you are in need. You are catching higher and higher waves, and in this you are feeling like you are going up and down. You are learning and gaining confidence. Fearlessness and courage are multiplying as you conquer each new challenge. The next 5 months are going to be a time for you to witness who you are in me. I am showing you what I see and what I designed for your days. I have more for you than you have asked and what you imagine I would do in and through you. It is time to let the old wash off and embrace what I am doing for this generation and time in the earth realm. I have taken the training wheels off, and it is time to try out what has been developing on the inside. Be mindful that many religious minds will seek to put those training wheels back on, but I say, go for it. I am here if you fall. Nothing to worry about. Just as an eagle must leave the nest to learn to fly, you are out of the nest, learning and stretching your own wings. I qualified you, not anyone else. Consider yourself fully vetted for my name's sake and kingdom. Many are looking for a bad report card when in fact I only see the good. Do you not know that the blood washes away all that is less than my best? I have no desire to see what is less than when I am taking you to and through. It is finished means exactly that. I no longer see the sinner, and you have emerged as my saint. Be free, for when you place chains around your mind, body, and soul, you will limit all that your spirit is capable of. You are granted title and deed. My living waters never dry up. Partake and let all that desire to come as well. It is time to walk like you are truly my royal sons and daughters. Put away the warfare amongst yourselves. If I am your Lord, then I will fight those battles for you. I am doing a new work in those that are truly my followers. See the old masks that have been worn slowly crumble away. A more authentic way of being is coming. No longer will you fear what man can do to you. Smell the fresh breeze and the rich air. My spirit is hovering over your home this hour. Speak to your eyes and command them to see. Speak to your ears and command them to hear. I do not want you to miss a thing. I am showing you different aspects of your life and what is transpiring in this season. Put away the notion that things will never change. I am all about the impossible becoming possible. You are in my safe hands. I will part the Red Sea that you didn't even know was an option. All is coming into focus. Get ready. Love will carry you through. The power of I am is love. You possess the greatest power over all of the earth. Even when people slap you in the face, love will reward you tenfold back. Do not give up, for the cruel of the darkness will set free the captives in its grips. There is nothing higher or with more authority. Take a page out of my book. Walk in the fruit of the Spirit, and in time you will be reflecting that so beautifully. The world will take notice of those that are faithful. Let my love overflow in you this very day. When you feel depleted, ask me for more. I will pour out until you cannot contain my goodness any longer. You were created out of perfect love, and you are growing even deeper than where you once began. Carry the torch for those not yet able, and you will find me there filling in the gap. You have more influence over those that are lost than you ever could imagine. Step out and give my love a try. Mankind fails working out of their own version of love. Reach further to discover the best possible reflection of who you are designed to be. Heaven is not closed off to you. Quite the opposite. Command the portals to open. Worship is your key. I reside with a people who stand in the midst and force of worship over their day, their region, and the world. The very atmosphere cannot help but respond. Decide you are not helpless to the evil forces over the land. Instead, you will conquer. So stand and take back your land. The rain brings much more than you might have anticipated. For Elijah, the rain meant an end to a dry and unfruitful season. The cloud started small and grew as he waited for my timing. You are now at the 7th time and going to the sea to witness the cloud formation. Now is the time the rains are to come. I am washing away the curses on your land. I am washing away your years of reproach. Those that saw so little in you are going to watch you arise out of the cocoon into the mighty vessel that I have been forming in secret. Those that doubted your anointing are going to be humbled from their pride. Those that try to control and keep you bound will find themselves in their own snare. You are my called and chosen, and I will let no one put out the lights that you carry for my name's sake. Never doubt that I will turn all things around for your good and for my glory and honor. The weapons formed against you are falling at your feet. Do not be tempted to pick up what has fallen. Bless and forgive, for I have better things to fill your days with. This is a time of enjoyment and not fret. I do not want you to worry about how anything will work out or come to be. Trust that I have worked out all of the details and that I do know the beginning from the end. My interests were always about your best. Everything is in place and will mesh together as I have designed. Gold in its natural state does no one much good, but when it is melted and molded by the master, then the true beauty and finished product can be appreciated. What I have melted and molded will be priceless in your life. It is of the rarest and finest materials. You are in a time of rest, despite you noticing chaos around you. Give it all to me to deal with and just be right now. You do not have to try to make anything happen, for I have already ordered what needs to take place. What I have spoken will come to pass, for no one has a higher authority concerning you. All will be okay. I have never lied to you about even the smallest of matters. Just keep moving forward and see the rain cloud growing in the distance as my winds blow it to you. Iron sharpens iron. I have placed key people around that will help you grow deeper in me and also become a more brilliant version of yourself. There are people right now that have so much to offer. Even at first glance, they seem to have little. You even have hidden gems inside that I will release to those you interact with as well. Allow me to challenge your mind through others. Keep your heart away from offense and you will find what I desire you to find. Many hide because of the belief that they do not have anything of worth. Do you think I am wrong about what I have done in you? Let me astonish even the strongest skeptic. You were made for more, not mediocre. I created you out of my imagination. I have so much more for you to discover from when I spoke you into existence. You can live up to the potential that I am calling you to, or you can do less. Which will you choose? Many think that they have to clean themselves up first and perform some ritual to be chosen. You are already called, and I will make you into the vessel necessary for the destiny. Step by step will I mold and make a person. Many will turn away during the process and cancel themselves out before being ready and chosen. Regret is a difficult road to take. Instead, allow me to remove the religious scales from your eyes. See beyond your circumstance to find me preparing you for the bigger things that are to come. You will overcome what is before you right now if you choose to simply believe it. Spending the day keeping track of what others are up to will only sideline you from your own divine purpose on this earth. I have not asked you to live the life of another, and I did not ask another to live your life. These are your moments to make the best of. I will not go where I am not invited. So that is your clue as to whether you are walking alone or not. I have not called you to stay where you are. The answers you seek will come much easier when you rest in me. I place in your hands at the right moment, but you will fail to hear and know when you are operating out of a panic mindset. Be grounded in spending time in my presence. I will speak to you like a beloved friend and not a stranger. I will speak through all that is around you. Slow down to catch what I am saying in this hour. Your steps are ordered. Take the pressure off. Like a master chess player, I am moving you to the right position that will best benefit you and the kingdom. Not happy with where you are? Ask me if this is part of my plan. I am your source, and I will use many different methods to bring forth what is for this hour and beyond. When you see the methods as your true source, you will continue to miss my voice in your life. I will not compete with what you are crowding out my direction with. If the steps seem wrong, then stop and ask again. I will not reject you. I am in this with you, and I desire that you succeed. I am not hard to get along with. Did you hear that I was? My ways are not your ways. Relax and take pleasure in the journey. Winding and shifting steps does not mean you have lost your way. Sometimes the sudden and unexpected side trips are the most filling to your spirit and purpose. Even the grandest of dreams is only the tip of the iceberg on what I will do for you. I require you to have both feet in and go forth no matter how things look. I created this life for your enjoyment. Live a balanced day. Be about people because I am about people. They are all at different places, and you have something to give each one that I highlight to you. Even in a simple gesture of kindness will you be my vessel. Let my glory rest upon you this day. I am the vine, you are the branches. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Will you abide in me regardless of where your feet may trod? You are a stream of water in my hands. I will direct your hearts where I shall. Be flexible without opinions that differ from my own. A new outpouring is coming in and through you. Behold, I am doing a new thing over all of the earth. Do not be dismayed by the shaking of nations. I am overthrowing those that are wicked, who seat themselves in high authority. My voice unravels and shifts the course before many. Be on the lookout for sharp turns coming. The directional compass is quickly changing in several key areas. Be open to what I am speaking in this hour. Your life is not meant to stay stagnant nor complacent. If you are comfortable, you are idle. You can have a life of ordinary or extraordinary. My plans for you have not wavered or changed. Now is your moment to decide to be all in or out. Nothing in between will give you all that I have for you. You are my joy. I see you through the perfection of my Son. I am not disappointed in who you are, so let the faith and belief in yourself arise in this hour. I will carry you through. It is time to go. I am not against the desires of your heart. Who do you think colored you with these beautiful dreams? Some require surgery on their heart so that wholeness can re-enter their inner man. Yield to the process and wait upon me. I will open the favor. I will bring to you those dreams that even I alone have dreamed for you. Be watchful of false gifts and snares from the enemy. Be wise among your days. Clean your hands and stand in righteousness in all of your ways. You cannot walk with the enemy in reality and believe he will not trick you at the very next turn. Do not abort your potential that I created you with. It is time to make the change. You are no longer a child, but my royal sons and daughters. What was barren is becoming fruitful. Do you believe? Many are vying to go back to Egypt instead of the land of milk and honey. You cannot defeat the enemy when you refuse to confront the lies. I speak life abundantly over your days. I will use anything and everything in your path to accomplish my word upon your life. I am not finished with you, so stand and be counted. Decide to close the door on doubt and fear. My resources are endless. I am the preparer of your destiny. You will reach the prize. Just don't stop. No fear has authority over your days unless permission is given into your actions, thoughts, and beliefs. My kingdom does not operate from negative atmosphere, but rather overtakes until only my glory remains. Be one who walks in my positive truth, for the end is not near, but the kingdom is here. I have said your latter days shall be greater than the former. What are you standing in belief for? When you believe the news stirred by the enemy, you negate to see the beauty that my kingdom produces in endless possibilities. What you deny of my spirit, you shall not walk in. Do not quench the Holy Spirit. What you limit will be limited onto you. What you open up will be opened up onto you. Be all about my desires. Instead of asking me what I am doing, ask me for what I am dreaming about your life, your community, your nation, and the world. You are a dreamer for my name's sake. Do not limit what I have said is limitless. Walk in the spirit, for the flesh would send you down the wrong street. You are not of this world, so do not become one with it. Do you not yet know your own true identity? Wearing the filth of the world will slow you down. Many see no double-mindedness in their heart, but their words and actions continue to be at odds. You are moving into a new day. I have more and better yet to come. Come up higher and forsake anything less. Let what is made to soar, soar forever. What you lower to the ground will cease to function the way the Creator intended. When you are weary, I will give you drink, food, and a place to lay your head. Trying to do everything on your own will leave you drained and ineffective in task after task. People may not always understand your need to step back. Ignoring what will truly benefit you will leave you empty at some point. How can you give when you are not filled up yourself? Be cautious of people who drain and only show concern for themselves. It is true that many have good intentions, but they are still not ones who will give back into you. I have you aimed at the bullseye. Many will try to point the arrow this way and that way to fit their own agenda. Be mindful of these moments. Saying no is a vital part to your peace. I will guide you on what to pick up and what to pass on. You will soar much higher when you are not being weighed down unnecessarily. Empty your hands of all that I have not sent to you. My Ruach winds are upon you this hour. Change is in the air. What are you believing change for and in? Find your relationships being stretched and challenged in a deeper fashion. You will understand those around you more and have more grace in areas that they struggle to overcome. You will have strategies to help them reach the goals that they desire. Years of being stuck in one place will suddenly break free and make way to a resolution. Large boulders are being cleared right now. The immovable is being moved. Count it all joy. The good, the bad, all is coming into focus with purpose and blessings. My favor is upon you. I will take you to a level that you didn't even walk to. Even the times you feel like you are barely hanging on to my coattails, know that I am moving you through terrain to catch you up to my current course for your days. You are arriving on time at the train station. Open the childlike eyes to witness all that your Heavenly Father is up to on your behalf. It is going to be epic. Revelation is coming to my people. Many have thought that all there was to learn and discover is already out there. With each generation, I release more knowledge and understanding to the mysteries that are still to be revealed. When you keep a closed mind, you will continue to reject the new that comes through my chosen vessels. It is my glory to conceal things, but the glory of kings is to search things out. I have my finger mightily upon those I will give the keys to great mysteries. They are ones who sit before my throne, unwavering, and will do as I command with that they receive. They are trusted before me with any and all. They are willing to pay the cost by what they carry for my blessing and honor. When you give them honor and blessing, you are doing unto me as well. Have you forgotten? When you curse and speak against them, you are speaking against the Holy Spirit who is working in and through them. Have you forgotten? I will not forget what good or evil is done against my spirit. My house cannot remain divided. Religious minds will most certainly believe they are the authority on what my word says and what my vessels say and do. Was this not so before Jesus as well? I will contradict what you believe when you are out of alignment with my word. Just as the Pharisees thought they were above reproach, even unteachable mind and hearts will do the kingdom little good. Was not everything in the Bible new to the people who were experiencing it for the first time? Do you think I am so boring? A God who has no beginning and no end? The human mind cannot conceive of what it has not experienced. I am taking my people to new territories and fresh fields that have never been plowed before. You will walk in new experiences that have never been known before. You will see things that are unbelievable, just like my disciples. Restraints that were once necessary are being done away for those that are ready for all that I desire in this hour. You can be counted in or out, but I will have my way with those willing to go where I take them. Find an open heaven to those who are hungry for more of me. I am coming in this hour to strengthen what bonds should be stronger, but I am also severing what will only continue to be an unhealthy burden. Understand that you can interact with people without letting them affect your daily life. Many will want to speak into places that I am forbidding. I will shut the mouths of those that will do you harm in the end. People who choose a chaotic and stormy life will only bring that to your doorstep. Year after year, nothing changes around them. See this as a sign to wish them well. You cannot help people who want certain aspects in their life even if they would deny it. Guard yourself from negative influences and time wasters. You can still love even when you are not in the foreground. Know when to move on so that your own life is peaceful. Look for my promises and all will manifest as I have spoken. Hold them close to your heart and be mindful of who you share them with. Not everyone will be excited and some may try to knock them out of your hands. Remember that it does not matter what anyone else has to say, for I am the one who will follow through on what I have ordained for your life. Do not give up. Whatever you have dropped to the ground, now is the time to pick back up, for you are closer than you think to the breakthrough. I have not forgotten you. Long seasons of weariness are making way to the joyous feast and celebration that has been set aside for just you. It is time to clear out the negative people and your own negative thoughts that things will never get better. Adopt permanently the mind of my saints. You are already seated in heavenly places. This world is not your destination. Enjoy your life. I created you to flourish and prosper. You are not a mistake, and I find great pleasure in watching over your life. You are so loved and precious to me. What you have gone through will soon be just a memory fading in the breeze. Do not let the world get you stirred up. My kingdom has come, and you are in the front row to be a part of what I am doing for all of mankind. Let the town crier cry. Just grab your tools because there is work to do. You can't convince people who want to see the worst in everything. You just be busy about what I am setting your hands and feet to do. When this crisis is over, the unfaithful will be onto a new alleged crisis. You are in the palm of my hands, and your days are before me. Have I not seen all that you will encounter day after day and year after year? Nothing is left to be a mystery as to how you will get from start to finish. The road I own. Did you catch that? If I am not in full control and authority, then yes, you should worry. Your life is not up to a game of chance and luck. You have the creator of all things in your corner. You can accomplish anything through Christ. You have the strength beyond that of 10,000 because of who lives inside of you. Time to settle in your heart and mind that you are not washed up or finished. Far from it. I have much more wonder and beauty to establish before you for my name's sake. I will finish what I have set out to do. I have not changed my mind, and I will not. Go forward with confidence and determination. Nothing will take you out, and nothing will stop what I have commissioned you to do. Look at what is to come and laugh loud. Do I not have command of even a donkey speaking? You are walking on land where fear is not a reality for you to entertain. The best is yet to come. Repeat to yourself until you believe. I am for my creation and not against it. I have wonderful plans to prosper and not to harm. Cast your plans wide, for I am expanding you out further than expected. In the little moments of activities that seem insignificant will I make a mighty decree. Even the small mustard seed is enough faith for where you are going. Many will not believe before their eyes see all that I have prepared for down this road. You have greatness within you, and I will pour out every part of who I am within you. Your travels are endless, just as my reach is endless. Just as fishermen cast the rod, I will cast you out over here and over there. You will bring in a harvest that is unprecedented. The time is now for a new way of walking is coming to my people. The days of doom and gloom will clearly be put to an end, although many will refuse to see all that blooms around them. You cannot make someone see the truth, but you have a choice if you see it or not, just the same. Decide to let fear go, because none of that is truth to your life. If I am for you, then what can fear do for you? Worry will send you in the wrong direction. Do I look worried? I know how it will unfold. Come closer and I will show you. I have not left you in the dark. I will speak mysteries at times, but know that the revelation will follow. Hold on tightly to what I have promised. You are my royal sons and daughters, beloved beyond measure. Failure is not your portion. My glory is. Before you count yourself out, that is the moment to see me in your midst. The doors that you knock upon may not be forever closed. You see, before I send you through the door, I will prepare you for what lies behind it. Ask me for my timing, for I desire you to be successful and ready to go. Even when you misunderstand how soon or how far away that door is in reality, I will still push you through at the right divine date. Don't be caught off guard, but instead stand with expectation. You are not denied. You are merely in process to the beholding of the next great move that I am up to. There will be others that shout for you to quit and accept defeat. Many will say that you have done wrong and that I have abandoned you. Do you believe what is being said? Sometimes you have to push out all other words and sit with me until you hear the next set of instructions. I am the one who knows fully what is to become of your life. I invite you to co-create with me, for I will not shout over you. When you are off track, know that I will even use people sent by my hand to help get you back to where you are to be. A closed mind will dismiss what or who is from me. Everyone loses their way at times for many reasons. Amidst the noise and chaos of life, I will still be there with loving arms to restore, renew, and rebuild. Find me at the center of what you release control of. Invite me in, for we are not strangers. There is no distance between us, even when you believe that there is. You will only be free when you choose to see yourself as worthy and able to be freed. Too many accept circumstances that will easily move out of the way. Let me show you life and bring beauty from the ashes. You are not meant to walk in disappointment, and this too shall pass. If I allowed you to go back in time to fix all of the regrets that you have, then that is how you might choose to spend all of your days. Living in the past will rob you of the glorious future that I have waiting. You either grow through mistakes or you continue to reap a harvest of consequences. I have instead designed a life where you learn grace and mercy for not just others, but yourself as well. The cross and resurrection covers, forgives, heals, and set you free so that you do not have to live in days long gone. Look up and not behind. I will use all of the wasted moments if you just hand them over to me. Did I not take the sins in the garden and turn all into a magnificent upgrade at the cross? Release the mind that would see things as worse instead of coming into the glory that I designed this to finish as. I am the author. I am the finisher of your faith. Let that sink in for a moment. I did not abandon mankind for any failure, and I choose to establish my kingdom through the hands of my bride. You are not insignificant to my plans. The enemy will whisper deadly lies into your ears. What pains in your head, you must reject and turn away from. I created you out of my love. There has never been a day where I have changed my mind about you. I fashioned every aspect about you from the very foundations. I will show you just how special you truly are. Get ready, for things are about to change so rapidly that you will find it hard to keep track. The prison door has opened. The schemes that rose against you are destroyed. Look with fresh eyes. The debris is being swept away. When you walk through that door, see that all has been made new. The steps that you take have never been made before. I have your hand. It is time to receive what you were made for, and what I carefully stored up for this wonderful adventure. Cast the fear aside. You were born for this. There is no embarrassment in stumbling when you try something for the first time. When you are more concerned with how you look than walking in new situations, you will ultimately seek to avoid any discomfort. It is okay to not be perfect. I will not place upon your shoulders something that you simply are unable to accomplish. But through practice and stepping out, you will gain more and more proficient skills. Do not take yourself so seriously. You are coming along just fine. I am the counter of your hairs in your days. I know where you should be on this exact day. Did you try to get here too soon, or have you dragged your feet for far too many evenings? Understand that I will speed you up or slow you down. When frustration sets in, seek me for where you are to be this very day. I will reveal the lessons you are learning for the now that you are in. Nothing is wasted, and what you experience today will bless you further in the future. I want you to stop beating yourself up over what has gone wrong in the past. You say, Lord, I will let it all go. And then you turn around to wear your sackcloth again. Listen, I no longer remember what you asked me to forgive. You must forgive yourself and move forward. I will deal with those that try to throw it back at you. I hold nothing against you concerning this, so let's make a final deal to not live in this any longer. Joyous days are yours for the taking. My burning bush is before you this hour. Will you come closer into my presence? There are times of great decisions, and this is one of them. You cannot be in two places at once in the natural. The old mindset will tell you that I am one to be feared, one who cannot be pleased. You have much to see and much to understand between truth and fiction. I am picking you up this day, removing tears and skinned knees. All has been set aside for you to receive. Your old life is fading out in the background. Let it go. You will see my desire for your future as you look at me, not at your past. I have your lifelong assignments in my hand. They are being removed, for they are obsolete and no longer necessary. Long-standing relationships will be transformed, and you will see the miracle of assignments being broken and miracle turnarounds. Only in your release will you finally see that these hardship relationships built in you miracle strength, sterling character, and deeply ingrained integrity. The character and integrity you may keep, but the difficult and challenging assignments and their hurtful disappointments will flee. In their absence, your vision will clear. You will no longer measure yourself by your perceived failure or someone else's opinion. In your release and newfound peace, how you see yourself will be a reflection of my opinion. Lifelong assignments are being released, and my children will have no judgment for or against them. Things that have held you in check are being removed, and you will see the healing of your lifetime. All the sadness of your ordered steps will fade, for I will repay you with contentment for the rest of your days. I will fill your heart with a mother's love. I will honor you from a father's protected heart. I have left nothing in your life to chance, and there is nothing concerning you that I did not keep track. You have lost nothing that I will not give back. For your life and your place is in my mighty hands. Turn your heart away from your burdens and face me. For I am releasing a deeper revelation of the word you have been speaking over your stalemate situation. You will have a very real and powerful interaction with me, knowing the life and what you have been speaking. You will see the power of my word bring life to your situation in my presence. Come and know the peace of being settled, for I am faithful. I will teach you how to walk in the creative power of the Holy Spirit, and I will teach you how my living word works. I will bring together your trust and your faith with my will as you learn to see my word perform. There would be no struggle to flow in the Spirit, no struggle to hear my voice. There would be nothing to deter or distract, nothing but a heart that is pure. In your desire to hear me, you open your heart to hear. I will make you hear my voice, and your heart will rise to meet me. You will flow as you arise and say it is the sweetest voice you have ever heard. Love is what causes my hand to move on your behalf. Trust is how you will receive it. There is a big difference between wanting things to go your own way and believing that they will go mine. The difference is trust. I want your trust. Your yes is your open door to more. For there is very little difference between obedience and healing, or obedience and glory. There's very little difference between obedience and humility. So there would be nothing to hold you back as you give me my place of authority. You may consider your yes my opportunity, for there is no difference between obedience and authority. This is my opportunity to shine. There is nothing I have overlooked in preparing you to meet your future. I have seen to every detail, and nothing will stumble you there. I have provided for my children well, and what you need in your life is no exception. There is nothing you can do to alter my will, and nothing you can do that will finish what only I can accomplish. Nothing you can do to speed up my plan. Nothing to make you miss the coming harvest. I want you to rest, not to strive, and look forward to seeing me fulfill my own promise. I will remove the mountainous weakness that stands in your way, and you will stand and receive with ease and in strength. You will get far more than you bargained for in the end, for in seeking what you want from me, I will show you my desires for you instead. What you just surrendered will make room for more. What you think is an ending is me clearing the way for far better. So much more is in store for you. So many blessings on their way to you. You have had fleeting moments when doubt assailed you, but life-changing changes are on their way to you as doors that were closed are opening to you. You will not have to walk through these doors. Your blessings will come to you through them. So many things you have hoped for will come walking right up to you through your open door. To you who have surrendered all that there is and all that is in your hands, I have something beautiful to give you. There is something beautiful coming to you from my hand, and I will delight in seeing your delight in it. I have sent a battalion of angels, and they move on your behalf. They are clearing a pathway as though moving through a forest, making a way for your provision and blessing to come to you, and they move with all speed. Do not allow minor distractions to trouble you, and do not take your trust from me. I will continue to provide what you need, and there is nothing that will stop me. My desire to bless you will not be deterred. It is your trusting heart that pleases me, so don't let your heart stray away and worry. I will continue to care for you that you will have no sorrow from me. Do not tell me about waiting, for your wait has been shortened. I have moved heaven and earth to bring about my will in your life with all expedience. Do not be impatient as you wait, but be filled with confidence that all things are moving together according to my plan. How do you gauge how far you have left to run without also knowing all that is left to accomplish my perfect plan? I will bring change in just one day that causes your heart to thrill, not to be burdened with impatience born of fear. There is peace in the now of faith, for faith is always now and always believes. I am never late. I will bolster your courage that you be far from fear and defeat. I will lift your heart that it be filled with joy. All the shadows will flee away even as you wait, for you will know that I am not late. The matter before you is settled, so your heart should be settled. As far as your problems are concerned, I already have them figured out. As far as what has troubled you is concerned, its time is running out. As far as your fear and weakness is concerned, I will weed it out. As for everything that concerns you, my beloved, I am in control of it. I will set your face like flint, so when the enemy looks at you, he will see only his own reflection. I will set your eyes like flint, so that when you look at yourself, you will see my reflection. I will set your skin like flint, perfect, flawless, and impenetrable, that it be for your protection. I will set your heart like flint, that nothing will enter without your permission. I will set your feet like flint, so that only in kneeling will they gain any traction. And this is also for your protection. Many will attempt to stand on their own, only to find that they have no place to stand in. But I will establish my beloved on solid ground, right where my throne is. You have to know who you are to walk in the Spirit. Many people languish and perish from a lack of knowledge. You do not seek healing in your flesh. You seek the power of my Spirit to accomplish it. Do not be grieved by the offense of those oppressed by the religious mindset. Soon I will relieve their upset quarrel with themselves by filling their belly with the sweetness of the word they so love to emulate. Selfishness and withholding sows seeds just like generosity and giving does. Love opens doors in the heart just like judging shuts them. Spiritual law has the same mechanism that works either for or against you. In learning to operate within the law, you will be the first to bear the fruit. When the world sees what I have given to you, you will heal all the doubters. I will bring my presence near, and that will make people uncomfortable in the world. The time for ambivalence is past, and the time of salvation being optional in man's thinking is coming to an end. I will bring my presence to bear and change the spiritual climate in the world. My peace will be the only comfort, and true peace will only be relational. The spiritual pressure will mount, and for some it will be unbearable, but in this very same time, my children will be comforted and well provided for. As for my children, this will be their time to shine, and the lights coming off of them will be powerful. I will pour out blessings on my children that will challenge the vanity of the world's thinking. The hearts of those who have strayed away will burn within them as the spiritual warfare becomes palpable. This is the time that my children will stand, for I will lose not one of them. Not one of their feet will slip as they stand, for I have anchored each and every one of them. And my children, joy will abound as they receive the portion I have prepared for them. Nothing happens to my children that they won't overcome. There is nothing in this life that you have to run from. As you stand, you will not be overrun. In your life, my judgments will not be overturned. You must see that you stand before your King, not your enemy. You must know that you are surrounded by my heavenly host, not those who come against me. You are answering my call and my voice, and as you step out, you will be filled with many strengths. I have made the desert sands to fly beneath your feet. You are being trained for victory right where you stand. You will leave the battlefield victorious, and you will not be taken from your place. You will wear the robes of honor, not the scars of defeat. Your victory is assured by your trust in me. You do not fight an enemy you can see. You fight against fear and doubt and the darkness of unbelief. These are the adversary's taunts, and by them he will take you from your place, for he is a thief. Your struggle is to not be taken by what would rob you of joy and peace. So I will ask you, in this battle, what will you give to me, and what will you trust me with? As you answer everything, that is what I will give to you. I will not send you out among the wolves until you are mature. Not mature in the sense of knowing my word, but in the sense of knowing who you truly are. This knowing only comes from being completely reconciled to me and a heart that is completely settled, healed, and free. Everything you have lost in this life has shaken your view of who you are and your true place and worth. All and more will I return to you, my version, my way, and in truth. Your losses may be the result of warfare and an enemy attack, but your reinstatement will be my own doing, and with my repayment comes a great recompense. Not only will I repay the identity you lost, you will walk in this life as one who sees the glory of the Lord. You will take back your place in this world with my strength, and the enemy who fought so hard to disgrace you will have no place. Do not worry about the devil. I am about to settle his hash. In the earth, there are places of influence, places that influence many people in the way they live their lives. These places contain great blessings or great cursing, depending on how they use this influence. The places that contain great cursing have drawn my wrath to them, as they cause many to stumble now. Their influence has tainted the minds of many who would otherwise be mine, and for this they shall be punished. As the end draws nearer and nearer, you will see my wrath on some of these. You will see much destruction fall as it once did on Sodom and Gomorrah, as it did on the earth in the time of my servant Noah. My word is always true, and I will perform my word. Many shall be taken in these times, and I desire you would grieve not at what you see, for I am a righteous God. I have instructed you to love what I love, and hate what I hate. Hate evil and do good. Therefore, when you see evil destroyed, do not grieve, for this offends me. Be careful, my children, to use your influence for good and not evil, for I am always watching. My children, keep your hearts with all diligence. I desire you would strive to make the words of your mouth and the meditations of your heart pleasing before me at all times, because what you meditate on is before me. I desire you would strive to make not only your behavior, but your thoughts perfect before me. So many of my children will be taken suddenly in what is coming. So many who are not my children also will. So many who believe their eternity will be with me, but I know them not, will be taken in that time. I desire they would know me, but they have no time for me. I desire they would seek my face, that they would pursue me, but I am not in their thoughts. I am not in their days. I am not in their lives, because they know me not. They have no desire for me. They seek not my face. When the end comes, there will be no time to repent for so many. Search your heart now, my children, and repent if you have sinned. Make time for me in your day, for this time is not wasted. Jobs quickly come and go, but your time with me stands in eternity. Your time with me will reap eternal rewards. Your time with me prepares you for all that is to come. Search your hearts and seek me with all that is within you. Behold, the time is at hand when all things must be finished according to my holy word. I have told you often of this day when you will watch as all things transpire. Many of my children have sought prayerfully for lost souls and interceded for me to save them. These I shall reward greatly, for it is not my will that any should perish. But often my children refuse to make time to pray on their behalf. Watch now, my intercessors, as you will see many souls come into my kingdom for which you have prayed diligently. Watch now as you begin to hear of those near you who have heard the good news, and know that your continued prayers bear much fruit. Watch now for your reward for your continuing diligence in this, for it is precious in my sight. I desire all my children will continue in prayer daily for lost souls. Now is the end upon you, and those who have failed to heed my warnings shall weep bitterly as they realize how much time they have lost in not serving me. Now shall they realize they are without, as they have not used their time wisely in drawing nigh unto me. Now shall they realize, as darkness falls, that they have no oil in their lamps, and it shall be too late. The storm approaches, and my children who have heeded my warnings have nothing to fear. But those who have ignored my warnings shall pay a dreadful price. My people, in the times coming, those who are unsaved will do things you never thought to see them do. Desperation will prevail, and morals will be quickly forgotten. They will gladly take from you or kill you to take what is yours. They will take from their own loved ones in their fight to survive. You must prepare your hearts, for the time coming will resemble war. Those you thought would always be there for you will desert you in favor of saving themselves. The crippled, the helpless, and the innocent will be abandoned along roadways and left without provision. This will be a time like none the world has ever seen, and you will reel from what you see around you. Your hearts will break as nothing would be as it had been, and you realize nothing was as it appeared. When survival rules, nothing else matters to those who do not know me. Those who do know me will gather together, and their sharing of burdens will ease their pain somewhat. Some will find new love in this time of so much trouble, but it will be short-lived. Tragedy will abound, and war will visit every nation as the end comes. Lies will stand as truth is shot down all around you. This time I warn you of is a time of great grief that comes for all men. This will be a time when sorrows encompass all and every nation. Lack will surround you, and tragedy shall abound. Prepare your hearts and know this is coming. Many end-time battles shall spring up around you. In the past there was warning as battle approached. In this time of the end it shall not be so, but battles shall spring up suddenly, and you will find yourselves surrounded by fighting. In these times you must remain calm and inquire of me for instruction. Balance has been destroyed, so chaos will now ensue. There is a great fight against me and against my holy word now in the heavenlies. My word has long foretold this battle. It will move to the earth soon, and you will see it all around you. You cannot win this battle, my children, for all that has been foretold will now come to pass in quick order. This time shall go by very quickly and be very intense. There shall be many battles and much death and widespread grief. I have told you to expect these things, but men's hearts are not ready for what they will see. Shock will ensue. Prepare your hearts by knowing my word. When you see these things happening, take comfort that I have told you beforehand, and all is well. You are coming home. My love will be your guiding force as you walk through the destruction that is coming. My love will be the buffer that carries you through the horrors you will see and endure. My great love will be what saves you in those times, just as it is what saved you from your sins. The more you know me, the more of my love you will experience then. Not because I love some more than others, but because some can access my love more than others. Walk in my love. Many who are called by my name do not really know me. Their belief in me is very small and will not sustain them in what is coming. They worship an image in their mind of who they think I should be, and it is not who I am. I am the mighty Jehovah, who led my people Israel through the desert sands and saved them from Pharaoh's army. I am the mighty Jehovah who defeated their enemies as they took the land I promised to them and their fathers. I am the great God who created all you see, and who will in the end also destroy it for the sin that has come upon your world. I am a loving God. I am Jesus who bled and died for the sins of the world so long ago. But I am also a righteous judge, as my word declares. I am also he who sits on the throne, whose foundations are justice as well as mercy. And these who do not really know me do not believe in my justice. I have given much time and space for the nations to repent of their sins, of not spending time with me or giving me the worship due my holy name. But that time is quickly running out. Darkness is approaching, and the time of the end is upon all peoples. Know me now. Know me as the God of all mercy, yes, but also know me as the righteous judge of all the earth, for soon it is my judgment you will see all around you. I told you the storm would come, and now the storm is here. I am the storm. In this storm are the winds of judgment. The lines of demarcation have been drawn. The good seed I have planted have produced good fruit, but the thorns and thistles the enemy has sown seek to choke the life from my vineyard. This will not be so. I will not allow it. Great sorrows are upon you, as it is time of the great purging. I will not watch and stand idle, as man continues to exalt his idols, even himself above me. All that is lofty will be brought low, and all mine who walk humbly will be exalted. A great and mighty shift is here. Terror, dread, and lamentation will be the experience of all whose hearts are cold and indifferent to the warnings of repentance I have given. But strength, peace, and my power and authority are with those who I know by name, and who know their shepherd. I am measuring hearts through all I do and all I allow. There will be no more gray area and no more uncertainty in those who have been walking the line, as I am forcing your hand now in the judgments. Choose life or choose death. But remember, the choice is yours, and it will be made now. My remnant, take shelter in me alone. Do not seek your answers and my counsel for you personally through others. I will guide you personally and intimately if it is my voice you follow. Many who say they follow the shepherd are leading the sheep astray by mixing false doctrines of men as well as elements of self in the words they profess are of me. Beware of these, as the enemy Python, Jezebel, and the religious spirits are hard at work to deceive many. Only I know your hearts and know what is in your best interest. Sudden destruction comes, but my bride will not be caught unaware. Come to my feet now, my loves. Bow your heads and find safety under my wings. Wait upon me as I prepare to infuse you with my anointing as the darkness descends. You will greatly glorify me in what I have called you each to do before I take you home. Love and be loved. I am coming, my precious ones. I am coming. The day comes burning like an oven. All will be stubble, and the scoffers will be consumed by fire. For their sins are great, and they have made no attempt to change their ways. Their lying tongues confess their sins, but their hearts are far from me. Even now they attempt to deceive me. Your eyes remain closed, your heart still hardened to my warning. And my gift of eternal life to those on the narrow path, they will receive their just reward. Well done, my faithful servants. Eternity with me is your reward. Look up, each one of you I love. I have seen and recorded every day of your life since I formed you, watching you as a child with a pure and innocent heart, learning through your life situations. I have seen you under the direction of your parents and caregivers. I was with you as you were taught my rules for life. I made every one of you for a specific purpose. I have positioned people in your life to help you along your journey. Some days have been very difficult for you. As time passed, I guided you on a correct path to ensure every blessing you learned was to enable you to help others. not yourself. During this process, you have become the person I made you to be. Humble, meek, patient, kind, slow to anger, and most importantly, forgiving. As I look at each one of you, I am pleased with what you have accomplished. You are made to be an example of what true love is and what true love means. My love. I have seen the sacrifices you have made for others, even when your own heart was broken and battered. These selfless acts reveal my light and my truth to others. I have reviewed your life with you this day so you can reflect on my words to you. I know you have called on me many times and listened to my instructions. Soon you will stand before me and the books will be opened. I have called thee and you have listened. I have spoken to thee and you have obeyed. You have been weakened, but I have strengthened thee to do my good works. You shall soar with the eagles, for I am with thee in all that you do. The truth shall not surrender, for it is written in your heart. My word is a two-edged sword and shall fight your battle this day. I know you. You have suffered in silence. Your silence is your badge of honor. You have asked for prayers for others, but not yourself. This has not gone unnoticed. I shall raise up the humble and humble the proud. Remain courageous, for I shall fight the battle with you this day. I stand beside you in all that you do. It is the meek that shall inherit the earth. Let us get on with the work ahead of us, for the task is great, and the laborers are few. These are uncertain times. These uncertain times are causing you heartache. I hear your every word, I know your every thought. I sit with you in your quiet place. You know about my glorious kingdom. You shine brightly. I have known you since the foundation of time. You have been chosen. I direct your path when so many have strayed away and are lost seeking worldly pleasures. My precious jewels, these things must come to pass. I see your great love for one another. I am so pleased with you. You love and take care of your neighbor, as I taught you to do. Your love and peace allow others to see the light. You are the lights that I have placed in this time for healing. You spend your time wisely, putting others before you. I love you. You will be with me in my Father's house. The glorious kingdom is love. I speak to many, but few listen. I ask for obedience, but few obey. The journey nears an end. It has been fraught with many perils. Those who walk by faith have been successful. I am with them, for they have not walked this path alone. You have seen the truth. You bear witness to treachery and deceit. You have also seen kindness and generosity. The light sees the truth while evil tries to hide in the darkness. All these things have been known to me since the beginning. Your trials have strengthened you to do my good works. Your days are numbered. I have told you this from the start. Patience shall be rewarded, while disobedience shall be punished. There shall be a separation, for the great falling away draws near. My time is perfect, and my will shall be done. Let each day find you prepared for my coming, for what was shall be. You have seen the devastation before. Snow, wind, rain, flooding, and fire fall on your nation. Judgments for turning your back on I am. I am giving you notice of major destruction coming to your wide coast. The earth rumbles deep beneath the cities. You need to be alert. Men have placed electronic devices to measure the rumbling, but they will not be able to give you advance notice. Prepare yourself for the coming destruction. The cities will be swallowed up by the earth. Many will sink into the sea. The earth will split, and you will see fire everywhere. Return to me, and you will escape my wrath and fury. Will you be accounted worthy? I hold the scroll in my hand. Soon I will break another seal. Everywhere. Return to me, and you will escape my wrath.